Home Sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Act now and you won't regret it. BOSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. BOSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. BOSL.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind-the-scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supported my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
for the family who wanted to play of Black Henry and died as a result of drowning. Rep. Match number 95 of that of the Semi-Professional Football League in the sky blue, GROS lane, the Canada games. Jerseys and the black shorts. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
This season of the Semi-Pro Football League is sponsored by the government of St. Lucia. The National Lotteries Authority, Order Shop St. Lucia, Agents of Riverside, the Bank of St. Lucia, Courts Unicorn, Invest St. Lucia, and
If you thought we weren't here, we are. It's the second matchup of the evening right here at the Canaries playing field. Semi-pro football action coming your way. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are in your part of the globe. And it's a blockbuster matchup in the second matchup. Choiseul, they take on Grosile. Elijah Williams in your company alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Just to correct you, my buddy, you said Choiseul. It is SOUFRIERE.
SOUFRIERE, my apologies.
Who is taking on Grosile. What a nice place to be on a Saturday night here at the Canaries playing field in the community of Canaries. It has been eventful so far, and I expect it to be even more eventful with this intriguing matchup where the guys from the north will be taking on the guys from the southwest. Of course, Eli, you remember last weekend, SOUFRIERE were buoyed by the victory over South Castries. So this in itself will give them good momentum to take on a powerhouse in the league despite the position, Grosile.
Yeah, SOUFRIERE on the up and up, Grosile on the up and up as well. Two teams that have been resurgent, had their struggles early on in the season. SOUFRIERE still within the relegation zone, but as you said, they'll be buoyed, taking 4 points from 6 in their two fixtures down in SOUFRIERE. All right, let me just give you guys an idea of the team news as we've just kicked off. For the SOUFRIERE team, Cleonte Alce in goal, Jardel Phillip, John Gastor, Wendell Joseph, and Teves Brandis make up the back four. Jezani Jordan Henry, the captain, Lehi John, and Anthony Herman make up the midfield three. Curtly John once again is up front, and he's flanked by Shama Simon and Nixon David. For Grosile, Giovanni Di Turville ever present in goal, Brandon Eugene, Darlan Snack, O'Neill Toussaint, and Stanley Sherry. They make up the back four. Riddle Stanislas, Tonio Simon, and Melvin Aurelia unchanged the midfield three from the last fixture. And Jaleel Evans once again is up top, and he's flanked by Mekhi Stanislas and Badjo Edward.
Yeah, interesting lineups there, Eli. I think what we're going to see tonight, because of the size of the playing field, is how those teams can adapt. It's going to be quick action, lots of 1-2 and touches in the area. So clearly, let's see how they can suit their game. We know of how the Grosile team, of course, with Jalil up top, they could spread wide and play a ball inside. Also with the SOUFRIERE team, the SOUFRIERE comes from a community with a very large playing field. So it's all about how teams adapt in this encounter.
Yeah, it's sort of something new. Not sort of, it's something new for the Premier League teams. I don't think they've played on a field of this size previously. But of course, in football, there's a minimum and a maximum size for fields. So it's all in the game. They will have to make the adjustments. Technical ability will come into play here more so than before with the limited amount of space. So it should make for a very interesting encounter.
Yes, I think it's a situation where your touch has to be on point. Even your preciseness in terms of your accuracy, if you're passing, all this need to be taken into consideration. And players who have a really good shot on them, can really employ that shot here tonight, because that's what the game calls for. And as we can see, it's really, really fast-paced action between the two. Ball trying to come into the area. Better passing right there. Ball given away. Ball will be going in the favor of SOUFRIERE. How do you like the surroundings, Eli?
Well, it's packed. It's packed, absolutely packed down here in Canaries. They've showed up. So, of course, the fixtures last evening were postponed due to the weather. Tropical storm Jerry passing through and just giving us a brush. But the Canaries faithful have received these games very well. And Canaries not even playing tonight, Critic.
Yeah, let's imagine when they show up tomorrow evening, they will be standing room only. But as we say so, we have a free kick where young Jalil will take the one from way out. Trying to measure up this one. Good range, but a little more venom on it.
Wendell Joseph carrying out from the back.
Yeah, too much on this one. You probably need the playing field to be twice the size for that pass to be inadequate. There you see it very early, one touch passing. As we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
The game has started off with a frenetic tempo, which is what we like. The Semi-Pro Football League. And a turnover there. Badjo Edward. Not too sure if this one went under his foot or just in front of him. But he was in the vicinity. We'd have felt that he should have probably gotten a boot to that one.
Yeah, I think it's a good pass by Jalil. And Jalil is a left footer. So he basically placed it in the path of Badjo. Badjo wasn't ready to really made contact with the football. Oh, that's a very good pass.
Very good ball.
Flank. Checks back. Tries to muster a shot. Good defending there by Grosile. Defenders have to be brave.
Yeah, again, Grosile without the services of the big national centre back. Not too sure what's going on with through injury or just unavailability. But they fed well in his absence. I think this just makes the team a little smaller, particularly defending set pieces.
Yes, indeed. Players, players are juggled into position and they've come up chumps. So again, showing the little depth that Grosile has. And that's a very good goal. Very good goal again. He continues with his scoring streak. We spoke about him last weekend. That's the skipper Henry in the middle for SOUFRIERE. This time, about say 60 yards out, Giovanni Di Teville will be disappointed.
He will.
Having this one just kind of squirm under him. But it shows the level of confidence that this SOUFRIERE team has right now.
Yeah, he got hands to it. I was thinking to myself, with the likes of Jardel, Philip, and Wendell Joseph in there, and Grosile lacking a little bit of height, that ball would have been lofted in. But Jordan Henry had other ideas.
That's right.
Kicked it right on goal, low, right into the corner. And as you said, Giovanni will be a little bit disappointed in himself that he couldn't keep that one out. He did get gloves to it, you could hear it, but it was not enough. And SOUFRIERE, they now lead 1-0.
He was beaten by pace, and you see how the ball traveled. As it got to him, like this, a little bit on him with a little pace on it. So clearly, Jordan Henry may have just done his homework. Yeah, so from early they need to get up to speed with the pace of the ground, the size of the ground, not much width. So basically what we've seen SOUFRIERE doing is trying to work it from the flanks and work their way in rather than go through the middle where it's very congested.
Yeah, indeed. We say kudos to Martinez Avril for getting the ground ready in a timely enough manner. A lot of green, nice leveled playing surface. Makes for passing of the ball all along the ground pretty well. What we've come to expect from the Semi-Pro Football League.
What I like also is the atmosphere down in Canaries. I mean, we know of Canaries to be a football community, but tonight Canaries is even playing and they're already out supporting and showing that they're taking the action. And I think this is something that we need to do more of, to take football to nooks and cranny in St. Lucia where persons can get more involved.
Yeah.
And typical example, the Canaries team is not playing, but look at the support that they've shown towards the league.
Well, I was told by a young lady in the stands from the earlier fixture that they will be supporting SOUFRIERE. Good strike there.
Yeah. Again, Eli
Giovanni up to it.
Grosile playing himself into trouble. Remember, you don't have the time, and space that you normally have. We know the Francis Babalastic is a massive ground. You're traveling away from home. You're playing on a small ground. What these games call for from Grosile is to win this game ugly. And they have not gotten up to speed with that at all. You can't come to Canaries playing this fancy football and think you're going to get away with 3 points. You have sometimes to play ugly and go home with 3 points.
Yeah, this one is going to be lofted, and you can see the frame of Jardel. Philip is towering over everybody, and that one just missing out the back post. Also missing out the head of Lehigh John, I think it was, on the back stick as well. Grosile lived to fight another day.
Yeah, but good marking there from SOUFRIERE. SOUFRIERE really keeping themselves in good shape defensively. Good intricacy in terms of their passing, but the SOUFRIERE defense was able to hold up. Of course, we have our good friend up top, number 9 from SOUFRIERE. Had a chat with him before the game as well.
Yeah.
He looks very charged up for it.
Oh, kick there, but it turned into something.
If you look at this, the SOUFRIERE team is fighting for every ball.
Good going there by Tonya Simon, and Adel Philip just shepherds it out.
Yeah, the weight of pass, the choice of passes is going to be very critical in this game. And yet still, we have not seen that Gros Islet team take on a serious shot on target. Good ball spread wide.
It's very, very good ball.
Again, immediately under pressure.
Yeah, if you're going to press, this is the ground to do so, critic.
Oh yes. And the SOUFRIERE team, it seems that they have an immediate press. They're not leaving it midway or just an immediate pressure on the ball. There's a through ball a little too much there again. Good intention.
They're trying to come to terms with the surroundings.
And it seems Eli as well to be mounting majority of the attacks on the left side. A lot of attacks are on the left side, which is the right side for Gros Islet. So again, it looks like this SOUFRIERE team has really done their homework in relations to their opponents. Remember, they're rooted at the bottom of the table, but you will not think so from the opening stance of this game.
Yeah, well, as I was saying earlier, they are a resurgent team in the Premier League. They actually they're actually in 9th position. Their win over South Castries catapulted them above the South Castries. So they're 2 points behind Denry currently.
Ball coming across, Eli, tall man in the area.
And there you can see how dynamic this SOUFRIERE team is. Because Jadel Phillips is a left back. And in the run of play, he found himself in a central forward position.
Yeah.
He's back in his left back booth right now.
Yeah,
though.
they're willing to take some risk. I mean, you don't want to sit on a 1-0 lead. Why not go for it? Tackle from behind, Jalil going down. It's a free kick to Gros Islet. Taken very quickly. Ball comes across. A shot, Eli, from Rydell Stanislas. He won this one back again because he's a left footer. We thought he would have gone the other way, but he basically used the outside part of his foot, thereby not getting enough to trouble the goalkeeper. The Gros Islet team, Eli, seems to the Gros Islet team, Eli, again playing a little too slow, too many touches. You don't have all that time on this surface, on this field. And they see they play to the again, that is due to the pressure by SOUFRIERE. SOUFRIERE, again, you're leading 1-0, and you would think that they would, take a back step in what they're doing, but no. They're trying to keep the pressure most definitely on Gros Islet.
Yeah, definitely. SOUFRIERE so far in the first, 15 odd minutes then they're about. They've looked like the better team. They've looked up to it. And like I said, Grosile is still trying to come to terms with the environment, with the pace of the game as well. Let's see. They have the ability in their ranks.
Making it tough for them. As a matter of fact, it's very tough for them to even leave their half. Normally we see Grosile quite comfortable. But again, the press from SOUFRIERE, don't know if they're going to do it for the full 90 minutes, which is sometimes impossible to do. But so far, so good with them.
The ball easily caught there by the custodian for SOUFRIERE. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper, and Lucia on there.
Tackle on the skipper. The two skippers actually were in a tangle. They were definitely in a tangle. So now it's a free kick to SOUFRIERE, which of course they will welcome. Very interesting this time. Not too far out. Again, you just probably want that ball to drop within the 6-yard area, just behind the line, provided by, again, they went a different route. A little too much on this one.
Yeah, better pass needed there.
Yes, he put a little too much onto it. Goalkeeper, meantime, is down and needs some attention.
Coach Francis Babalastic are profiting the opportunity to provide some instruction for young Mekai Stanislas.
Yeah, basically what he's saying to him, he just belted the ball out. You already won down, Eli, and you put in that ball, allowing the team to push up and now have a long for opportunity. Whereas he could have just shepherded the ball out and regained possession. Throw into SOUFRIERE.
Throw in for Grosile. Now this Grosile team, they have a way of using their center backs to play the ball from out of the back. And you made mention of the press, the immediate press by SOUFRIERE. So that's something where they may want to consider, you know, maybe even bypassing the midfield and trying to play more direct. It's not going to be a very long pass based on the nature of the field. Maybe that's something that Grosile may want to consider, Critic.
Of course, they may have to change their approach in the second half. But meantime, I see the SOUFRIERE team winning a lot of duels. Again, because they're playing too much at the back with this ball. If you're doing so, Eli, you need to do it very quickly and probably one-touch passing. But the moment you're going to dwell on the football, you don't have that time on the Canaries playing field to do so.
SOUFRIERE is back in possession. Del Philip out from the back. Wendell Joseph, sorry. Very capable with his feet, you could see there, but losing out there, and it's a strike there. Looks like young Mekai Stanislas, who just got some instructions from the coach. It's come and made good there.
Again, that was as a result of just putting a little pressure on SOUFRIERE, and they were able to cough up the football, and the youngster just taking the opportunity. Good left foot strike, and the score now is 1 apiece.
Yeah, SOUFRIERE sort of falling victim, taking their own medicine there.
Yeah.
Playing the ball out from the back, not doing so effectively enough. And Grosile pounces.
Okay, that's one observation also. If you realize that even probably in the previous game and even certain spells in this game, majority of the goalkeepers want to kick the football out. But again, Eli, because of the size of the pitch, you have a situation where you could, use your throws for more accuracy.
Canaries faithful getting into it, critic.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want the crowd to come out and enjoy themselves, support whichever team. But I guess that's the Canaries neutral for you tonight, because it's Grosile versus SOUFRIERE. SOUFRIERE, of course, they're rivals, so probably want to see SOUFRIERE go down. So it's all fun and good for them.
Yeah, Nixon David trying to get back into play, unable to do so.
Instructions, of course, Babalastic indicating to Jalil that he needs to hold on to the football. He's playing an essential role. Normally employed on the wing, either left or right. It's very difficult to make that transition. But some balls are played to his feet, and the coach basically asks him to hold on to the football. The support will come.
They're very interesting because Troy Greenwich has been relegated to the bench for Grosile. Troy Greenwich, as you mentioned, critic, may be most decorated goal scorer for Grosile, may just be. But at the moment, he's not been in as scintillating form as we've seen him in previously. As a result, Jalil deputizing in the center of attack for Grosile. You think that sort of takes away from what he brings to the game? Because he's a very creative player, we know that for sure. Very technical. Does that sort of take him out of the game just a little bit, playing in the center forward role?
I think he's a youngster who possesses a lot of skill. It can only help him. I mean, it's you're not supposed to be refined to one position. I think his skill level can lead him to more. I think what the coaches are asking of him now is to give a little more, raise the level. We know what you can do on the wing, but you show us that your improvement and what you can bring, because like you mentioned, Troy Greenwich has scored a lot of goals, but right now it's not about what he has scored. It's what they need from him. And currently, Troy Greenwich is not scoring goals. Jalil has been influential in scoring goals and assists. Why not try something different approach?
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree to trying different. It's not the first time we've seen Grosile try something different. We've seen Aramis Gilbert played up front as a central striker as well. But just in terms of what he brings to the team, I'm wondering if it's a scenario where he's not getting on the ball. Is he going to vacate that area and go look for the ball, because that's probably what he normally does as a creative player?
Well, again, that would come from the instructions from his coach. I guess what they've done as well, Eli, is that they have practiced all week, and they've basically given him instructions on what they want him to do. And every time he may not do it, he might just send out a message and say, well, hey, we want you to do this, and stick to it unless you're given some other new instructions. But so far, so good, because he got on the score sheet in the last game, and right now it is 1-1, but he's also influential in what he does, because he carries defenders with him, thereby creating chance. And here's a chance. Here's a chance from a corner. Probably could have done a little better. But Jalil draws a lot of attention. And that's what you want, creating space for other players.
Yeah, definitely. I think you always get some level of creativity no matter what ground you go to. Gotta big up the almond tree stands. There's an entire stand in the almond tree. Just over the river.
Yeah. I think almond is called zaman in Patwa, yeah?
I have no idea.
Yeah, remember in Creole, man, one of these days we have to do an entire half of commentary in Creole.
All right, at that point in time, I'll allow you to take the lead.
No, at least we can attempt.
Well, I can try.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong in trying.
Thing.
Yeah, nothing wrong in trying. Pour le moment là, c'est ça, gozile.
Moi, ça parle quoi la team?
Ouais, nous c'est bon pas qu'à battre, nous try bah monsieur. Tu comprends moi? Quand ouais, Canary c'est un belle place.
No, you didn't say tonight.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
At some point.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay. Pardon, monsieur. Pardon, monsieur. Yeah, but I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, you know, these are playing fields and areas that one may have just heard of and not able to see them, you know, in media. Now we have the exploits of the semi-pro on the YouTube channel. You know, so persons are getting to see St. Lucia in a different light. The football side of St. Lucia.
Yeah, definitely. I want to suggest, though, that this is probably the largest crowd that we've seen at the semi-pro fixture. Maybe the next venue that may have rivaled that would have been the Larry Shoes playing field. I would suggest that there's probably 1,000 strong in here.
I'm thinking there's even more.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
I'm thinking there's even more. So kudos to the organizers. I think there's a little committee, but there's a little committee who's responsible for, you know, some of the logistics that we see here tonight. So kudos to them. That committee, Eli, is made up of a lot of ladies. You know, I think I see one fella there in that committee. You know.
No. The guys are just labor. They carry stuff. But the ladies are the ones who have organized.
Now you know I was about to say. You said the guys are labor, so the ladies are UWP. Yeah, but it's good. Eh? I mean, we saw them. We had a little chat with them. They seem really up for it, and that's what you want. You want community to embrace themselves.
I think the majority of them are actually part of the Canaries Football League.
Right, and I often heard them mention that, you know, the women's football, the netball. There's so much that they want to do, you know. So it's all well and good, man. Meantime, it is 1-1 between the two. Nice little game. When I say nice, in terms of the teams trying to adapt and make passes, zip it through. Nobody's trying to do too much with it under the circumstances. We've seen 2 goals as well. So it's now for the coaching staff to take those notes that they've seen in the first half and let the teams know what is required of them when the second half comes around.
Yeah, I think what we've been speaking has been a double booking there. Jordan Henry and Tonya Simon. A little coming together. All well as well.
Again, you could see what they tried. Tried to put the ball towards the left side and have Jalel to get onto it, to bring it back into the box.
Step in that one there. Offside flag up there.
Yeah, it is. And who was at the end of it? The skipper again. He's in fine nick. Everything's going through Henry in the middle.
Wanting too much time there. Lehigh John on the ball there right now. Skipper.
Oh, again,
John.
Eli. Again, the youngster lacking a little bit of experience. Eli, I would let that ball drop because he was already ahead of the marker. So if the marker just had to touch him, it would have been a penalty. All he had to do was just compose himself and try to control that football. But he opted for sort of a feeble header, which wouldn't go anywhere. Deception. Rose trying to put some passes together, keeping good possession.
I was about to say to you, though, SOUFRIERE, I think, has have the better of the play thus far, albeit that the scoreline is one apiece.
But Rose too have had their moments. I think it's in the balance, you know. I think, yeah, that's one side of his game he needs to correct. I think I spoke about it last weekend. He's a very good player, but he always gets himself in those sort of situations. And that's senseless.
Yeah,
Player going nowhere, midway in your half, the defense has you covered. You don't need to put in that sort of tackle. Senseless.
So far, third booking of the night. Alvina Francis, the woman in the middle of the whistle.
Young captain Jordan Phillips in the 32nd minute.
Free kick now to Gozile. It should be interesting. Good strong tackle. Very good tackle in there. Not moved by the opponent.
Another foul call there. Action a little stop now. Ball coming across.
Yeah, the SOUFRIERE team needs to regroup and be switched on defensively. A lot of the attention now has been placed in their box. Of course, you know the saying, Eli, as much as that pressure is on there, at some point in time, that wall is going to break. Let us see what Gozile can come up with. But I think that by now the teams have adapted to the surface, adapted to the grounds. And what we're seeing is a sort of like a lottery football. Ball comes across. Jalil opting to go to the first post. But I like the little area that they put us in, Eli. I think we have the best view.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have the best view. Approaching the 34th minute. 11 minutes to go thereabout in the first half. Ball lifted over the top. Tough luck there for young Jolly. Tried to play in Baggio in. No one is safe. There are times also, Eli, I don't know if you realize, but both teams go in route one. Straight down the middle, just over the top of the defense and see what happens.
Yeah, I actually think that's a good strategy in these conditions because, as you rightfully pointed out early on in the game, there's not much space. So teams don't have the ability to dwell on the ball like they probably would. And if you don't have a plethora of technical players, you need to get rid of that. Not get rid of, but advance the ball as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Also does not allow the defense to set themselves.
Yeah, so sometimes they have no choice. Of course, they have Toussaint on the ball. Toussaint, of course, a native of Canaries who plays for Gozile. A little chip ball in the area. There is that route one again. Offside being called. Ball played towards the left side.
And a foul call there.
There's been a nice little tussle in midfield between both midfields. But like I say, SOUFRIERE again, they build their attacks a lot on the left side. You think that which team you think would be pleased with the scoreline thus far?
It would be SOUFRIERE if you ask me. SOUFRIERE have had their struggles early on in the season. So they'll be happy that they're in the game. They actually took the lead. This Grosile team, in as much as they also had some wobbles early on in the season, we know their pedigree. Just by looking at their squad, you can tell. You have the likes of Eden Charles on the bench. So when Eden Charles on the bench, that gives you an idea of what you're working with.
Yeah.
So I think SOUFRIERE would be the happier of the two. Not satisfied, but the happier.
Again, you see young Jalil in the middle. Ball played to him. Not quite comfortable. You expected more from him there with his skill level.
Clarence turn pass and off to the races. Shama not getting enough on that one to cut it inside for Lehigh John.
He would be disappointed. Better pass.
Another headed Clarence turn pass.
Yeah, using the arm right there.
Simon. Free kick for SOUFRIERE. Lofted this one in there. Certainly John looking to try to flick that one on. Nothing happening there. Good football, and what a goal there! Fantastic header there, diving header. But good work done down the left flank by Mekai Stanislas. turning his marker, getting down the flank and putting in a delicious cross there. And Jalil Evans obliges. He says, thank you very much. That one put on a plate. And it's 2-1 in favor of Grosile.
Yeah, Jalil again adapting to the position and making it, of course, 2-1 rather in favor of Grosile. I think he'll be pleased by that. Not a goal that he normally scores with his head, but when you're a goal scorer, you're a goal scorer, Eli, and I think that's what he did. He just basically made it his. But good work by the youngster on the left side, but very good goal there for Grosile.
Yeah, you might want to say that Jalil used his head there.
Most definitely.
But this just sends the temperature of this fixture up. SOUFRIERE will be disappointed going ahead first. And now before the halftime, they've been pegged back and down a goal. Hopefully we don't see the shoulders drop and the body language change, and they try to stay positive. I was making the comment recently, and I was saying sometimes, you train well and you prepare well, and then when you get into the ring and you get the first punch, it jolts you back into reality.
So SOUFRIERE threw the first punch.
They did.
They landed the first blow.
They did.
But now, Grosile have come back.
For combination.
Yeah.
Jalil this time with his right foot from way outside. And you'd think now Grosile will try to turn the screws. Try to keep the scoreline at least how it is. Get to the half.
A little too much on this one. Not much time left. So Eli, clearly it looks like if the score remains, Grosile certainly will be going to the half with joy. And also what I've realized is that their passing has improved. No longer we seeing those kind of wayward passes. Grosile now putting passes together and get to the final third. Here they see an interception by Grosile. Ball trying to go across. Good defense there by SOUFRIERE. Good night to the production crew. See the bosses around. Another ball coming across. Jalil made some good height. He's one of the tallest players. Was it him?
I think it was, yeah.
Yes, one of the tallest players. And that header down, but wasn't able to make proper contact.
You indicating that Jalil is one of the taller players for Grosile. That may explain why they've not opted to go the aerial route. Try to keep the ball on the ground.
There's a chance, Eli. Good save by the youngster. Very good save. Brave save as well. Basically, getting himself in a position to spread himself and rather not able to get past him. Very good goalkeeping. I think the league has some very good young goalkeepers, We make mention of defenders, midfielders, and strikers, but we must also make mention of a specialist position in goalkeeping. There are some very good young keepers. One which comes to mind is the South Coast goalkeeper.
Yeah, definitely. 1 minute extra time.
Yeah, ball will be going up in the other direction. We just also notified of 1 minute added on time for the first half for stoppages. We see the GROS guys are pleading, but no. Empty promise, no promise there.
O'Neill too said the one who went down. As soon as he realized that the call was not in his favor, got back up quickly.
Too much on this one. That there is an element of madness. Eli, I mean, you're a tall guy and you played up front. You don't put yourself in that.
Well, I may have fancied myself to jump and get to that ball before the goalkeeper with my height.
Remember, the goalkeeper uses his hands.
I know.
But
it's half time now, critic. It's 2 goals to 1 in favor of GROS over SOUFRIERE. It's been an exciting half. It's flown by, but we'll be back in just a bit.
Let me make mention to you that when we're back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp for some Switzerland.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex, a home equity line of credit. Home quest for professionals building new dreams. And home switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life, let a BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch.
And we're back with live action right there at the Canaries playing field where GROS they lead SOUFRIERE by 2-1. Of course, SOUFRIERE getting on the score sheet first. GROS coming back with a vengeance. It's start of the second half. Elijah Williams in your company alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Back again. Yes, definitely we're back again to take in second half action between those two. Of course, the GROS team coming from behind. Now we have a free kick. The skipper will try to dip this one in a dangerous area to see if SOUFRIERE can get back on the score sheet. Signal has been given. This one ended up in another zip code.
The trunk call.
And we see the immediate pressure by SOUFRIERE. Immediately.
We shout out some of our folks from SOUFRIERE. We say good evening to Michelle, Kieran, and of course the big man himself, Zai. They locked on via the stream. For those of you who are wondering, just one game streamed tonight. The first game was streamed via FIFA Plus, so if you care to, you can always go back and take a look.
A little tangle in midfield there. Simon looks like he's going to be all right. Interesting location. Seems to be a little distance. There are 3 men behind the ball.
Now, looks like it's meant more for the left foot of Jalil, and it strikes it there. On frame, but easy pickings for the goalkeeper for SOUFRIERE.
Almost milk for the cat. This one is biscuits. Biscuits for the rat.
What will they do if Tennyson Glasgow?
Yeah. GROS keeping possession. Sort of a wild effort to get this one out. Long searching pass there by Toussaint. Central defender for GROS. Actually, he's in his hometown, you know. Hails from Canaries, knows this field very well. So he should be the one leading the charge.
That's why you made up the little rhyme during halftime? Toussaint, Soussaint?
Yes, that's what you. Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that.
I give him a shout, you know. The physio not needed. Earning her paycheck as usual. Say SOUFRIERE throwing. Rosalie opting to go back to the one. Better passing needed. Most definitely from Rosalie. Sort of a little erratic approach.
I think there's been a little bit of a switch up top for SOUFRIERE. Looks like Curtly John is now on the left flank. And Nixon David looks like he's the one down the middle at the moment. Ball played through to him. In on. Checks the ball back. There's the left back right now in the right wing position. Ball coming across. John puts that one over the top.
Reception. Crowd for sure is surely up for it. Taking in second half action. Interesting enough, we thought that balls will be going in the river. But nah. Even the river has a wall. The wall is doing its job, just like the wall for Grosile. Now we see a corner.
Funny enough, the balls have been going over the fence on the opposite end into the street.
Which is a higher output. Yeah. I think that street. Ball coming across. I don't know if that street has a name, but I'll call it Ambate Street. That's where Ambate is. Good shot,
what
boy!
A strike there!
What a shot, boy.
Jaleel Evans at the double for Grosile. Superb strike. You'll need to see the replay of that one. Deserves a replay or two or three. Don't even think these lads from SOUFRIERE understand exactly what just happened there. They all look shell-shocked. They're all looking around
very
one
good
another
strike.
like, you know, what just happened?
A bar Buju and showtime for Leclerc. Would you say Jalil is the third best player in the league?
It's a tough one. I'll have to take some time to think about it. Probably say he's top 5 for sure. I'll take some time to think about it.
So food for thought.
Yeah, definitely. Not a bad shout, as a matter of fact, I would say.
Lots of positive play, but no ole. But very interested in what Grosile have been able to put passes together. And now they're starting to get in the mood. And SOUFRIERE not able to cope with it.
Yeah, well, they do have a cushion. It's 3 goals to 1, 2-goal lead. Afford you a little bit more leeway for you to try things.
That's what I said. Lots of positive play.
But no ole.
But no ole. Football fans, of course, will understand that. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole.
Gunnar Solskjaer. Just saying.
Free kick now. Jalil again will take this free kick. Pace and dip. A little too flat. Now, you know, I don't know if you've realized, Eli, Jaleel Evans made her welcome, you know. No, but look at it. Just look at it. Look at everybody else on the playing field. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That's the hat
Scores
trick by this
directly
youngster.
from the corner.
That's the hat trick there by the youngster. And first to congratulate him is Troy Greenwich.
That's what I'm realizing.
Yeah. So,
Which shows about the camaraderie, the team spirit. Wow.
yeah. I told you.
Wow. Wow.
That's why I told you. Ba, Buju, and Showtime is Jaleel the third best player. And now he's claiming stake to be the second or even the first with that hat trick. Is it?
He's in there with a shout.
All right. And best haircut as well. That's a bit young people look at young people don't come there. But look at it. Look at Fletcher trying to run it up and nothing. Comfortable lead there for Grosile. They're up against SOUFRIERE. Of course, SOUFRIERE are in the relegation zone. And it shows the side of Brightly. But now, 4-1.
Yeah, what did you say went wrong for SOUFRIERE? Because they won the score sheet first.
I don't think anything went wrong for them. Like I said, Grosile didn't come to grips with the surface, the width, the length, the entire atmosphere. And when they became comfortable, it just became difficult for SOUFRIERE. Because SOUFRIERE basically haven't stopped. They still kept on pressing the football. But in pressing that football, gaps have been created because you become tired. So it's just the level. I think the gap between the two teams have started to show.
Yeah, and I would also suggest the technical ability of the Grosile players as well. Ball in there by Joe Edward. Grosile now just keeping possession.
A move that had so much promise, but the promise was broken. I really thought the counter-attack goes they would get on the score sheet with this one, but it just broke down. Offside being called. Pun there by the goalkeeper from SOUFRIERE.
Yeah, SOUFRIERE have to be careful that the good work they've done in the last two fixtures are not undone here, because this one can really hit the confidence if Grosile runs up the score even more.
Yeah, right. Grosile are in the mood right now. It'll be interesting to know what sort of instructions the technical staff from SOUFRIERE would now dish out. But you took the lead, now you're down by 3. What can have... Oh, I say so, Eli. A strike there by Jalel, finding himself in midway in the box area. He's a left. Not Jalel. No, that's not Jalel. That look player, Eli. You normally refer to him as Rio Ferdinand. Let's look at the replay. Yeah, it was him.
Yes, it is Wendell Joseph.
Yeah. But he just happened to be in the...
Now it's Jarrell Phillip. I think they credited for the goal.
Oh, okay. Number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah. It's Jaleel Phillip, yeah. Yeah, he scored a cracker in the last game and now he scores again. Yeah, the left back popping up in a central area of the box. The score is now 4-2. I think it was a situation, Eli, where earlier in the campaign, SOUFRIERE could not score goals. They played and were still giving up some chances. Now we have a situation where SOUFRIERE can score goals. But now,
giving them more.
There you go. It's a double substitution there for SOUFRIERE. He was encouraged to shoot, but he was way off target. Of course, Eli with a score line of 4-2. We should see Grosile decide to ring in some changes.
Just less than half hour to go. Maybe they may wait another 10 before they do so.
At least SOUFRIERE, last weekend they were at home. This time they are stone throw away from home. Not far of a journey for them. Loads of instructions from the back from the defenders. Trying to see if they can...
Turn there.
Oh, good football there by SOUFRIERE. A little too much on it. Ball going out. What is he calling? Ball offside. Some changes will be coming up.
Is it offside or did they say that the ball went over the byline?
No, one of the two, but it looked like it's offside. I don't know, but from where we are, it's very difficult for us to pinpoint.
Yeah, it's offside. Like Troy Greenidge and Eden Charles getting ready to come in. Player down for Grosley. Can't exactly make out who it is.
Of course, we don't want to.
Melvin Aurelia.
We don't want to risk injury at this point. He's a critical piece of the jigsaw puzzle. But he'll continue by the look of things. Now we see like goes in now in putting their press. They double tackling, they want the football at every cost. When they lose the ball, they want it back almost immediately.
If SOUFRIERE get one back here, it's going to be a chaotic finish to this fixture. That's definitely going to put some doubt in the minds of the Gros Islet players and give SOUFRIERE that little bit more confidence.
Yeah, again, can happen. Let's see if they can do so. First thing they need to do is get the free kick right. Ball cleared towards the right side, was able to stay inside that clearance.
Good ball there. Ball coming across and Patrick was just wanting a little too much time on that one.
Yeah, the goalkeeper did good goalkeeping. But Baggio for sure would want to get on the score sheet. Corner now to SOUFRIERE. Niger, of course, making mention, should they get on the score sheet? Here is an opportunity.
Badger Edward, he got that one all wrong. He was trying to swing it in.
Try to clip it just above the defense. And we see SOUFRIERE going route one straight down the flank. Yeah, we see Stanislas just dwelling on that through ball that passed, that Baggio screamed out for. A little indecisive, hold on to the ball a little too long. Remember, he's a winger by trade, but this campaign, Grosile has employed him in the middle of the pack. He's a good player. What's like, we're going to be here tomorrow again?
Yeah, it's the home team Canaries. They play against Roselle tomorrow.
C versus C. It's Candy Crush. But you have to play to the whistle. You might be screaming out.
Well, they say the whole of the ball must go over the whole of the line.
Mm-hmm. Grosile, of course, speaking among themselves and saying, let's increase the score.
That I was just about to point out that despite the fact that Jelly 11 has a hat trick, he's calling for more goals.
Yeah, he want more goals, man. Jalil must be a greedy little guy.
From the team perspective, they only have a 2-goal cushion.
He wants all the food in the kitchen.
Man must eat.
But his grandmother is a good cook, so probably that's why, you know. Grandmother cooks very well, so that's probably he eats as much as she gives him or he serves him in the kitchen.
Good information.
Information is vital, you know, Eli. Here's the youngster again. Keeper doing very, very good. SOUFRIERE still want to mount a charge or touch.
Henry. On there again. And
very
a good
goal.
strike there.
Very good goal by the youngster.
And it's game on, critic.
He scored last weekend and he's scoring again.
So
I think that's his
double
second.
For him.
That's right. That's
Not
the
a
brace.
double.
Yeah. Of course, Eli, you would know that at one time there was a telephone service which provided double bubble.
I think both of them did.
Well, that's one. That's what it is. That's a double bubble.
But it's game on now. It's 4 goals to 3. It's a cracking contest here between SOUFRIERE and Grosile. Because SOUFRIERE throwing the first punch, Grosile scoring 3 unanswered. SOUFRIERE As a matter of fact, Rosalie scored 4 and answer. They went up 4-1, if my memory serves me correctly. And SOUFRIERE now have scored the last 2. So it's 4-3. Still loads of time
what a
left.
pass on the outside of the foot. SOUFRIERE in control right now.
Not the
too much on
connection
this
he
one.
wanted. Yeah.
Wrong connection. Wrong connection. But SOUFRIERE clearly showing a little more buzz about themselves. Tough tackling.
Yeah.
But he'll be all right.
Unfortunate yellow card there. I felt it was a ball that both players could have gone
The
for.
ball was loose between them. But he'll be all right. He's a tall guy. Tall guys feel no pain, man. You know about that.
Until you get to 40.
Well,
He's still young.
far from 40. But you didn't ask for another goal, Eli. You got it. Can we see another? Can we see this game move to where no one expected? Oh, SOUFRIERE in the charge again. Better final pass.
Wayward pass there,
Better
man.
final pass. They're fighting for every bit of it. Better final pass, and he could have played in someone. Throw into Gozile. It'll be a free kick now for SOUFRIERE. Eli, can you say the momentum and the swing now is in favor of SOUFRIERE?
I don't know if I want to go as far as to say the momentum is in their favor. You could probably say that they've scored the last 2 goals of the contest, but it still looks in the balance to me. Both teams are having opportunities. We just heard, Jalil Evans imploring to his teammates to score the goals because they were creating opportunities to score goals.
And I see that Jalil goes out, and we see the introduction of Aaron Richard. Although I see Jalil is still on the pitch. There might just be an error. Lei John is making his exit, and Christian Alexander. Guy's name is the reverse of your name or something, or the same letters or something. Eli. So his name's supposed to be Lei Williams.
He has 2 E's.
I meant to ask you, I was thinking about it, it came to mind. What is the difference between a Williams and a William?
Williams. The Williams is plural, that's all. More than one William is Williams. You went to comprehensive, you went to good school.
But you mean they have more of you?
That's correct. I'm probably more man than some of the other Williams.
I get you. So Sarah Lee
is Williams. Yeah, a little extra oomph.
So throwing now to Gozile. Very root one football there by SOUFRIERE. Long punt upfield.
Must say the match official has done well tonight. Been a little bit of a feisty affair. We've seen a couple of late tackles, nothing malicious. Late tackle here and there. She's done well to keep control of the game.
Throw into SOUFRIERE. Very good effort there, but yeah,
yes.
very good, very optimistic, but good effort. Approaching what, the 83rd minute thereabout?
Yeah, we're into the 83rd minute right now. A little in a more familiar attacking midfield role.
Poor touch there by Aaron Richard. Should have done better. Toussaint making his mark on the game. He made his mark on the community already. Now he's just plastering. Must be a mason.
I'll be leaving this fixture and the phrase Toussaint Sousse will be in my head.
Yeah.
Good clearance there.
We must praise the crowd. They've enjoyed themselves. They've supported who they want. They've seen two good games, if you ask me. But the discipline of the crowd. I don't think there was any incident per se. All I saw was persons enjoying themselves, come out and enjoy.
There's any incident.
Yeah. But I think we must praise them. They really enjoyed themselves. Again, you know, it's football time. And this is what we want to see in various communities. When the train rolls into your community, support the Semi-Pro Football League. Come and enjoy yourself and support young people.
Yeah, I think the league has a good problem on their hands because if Canaries is not playing tonight, yeah, they may need to probably extend the standing area, as I anticipate an even larger crowd tomorrow.
They may also
coming in.
They may also swear.
They may also.
They may also swear.
Oui.
Yeah, they may also swear. Et puis nous ici à Mardi au swear. Mardi au swear.
Vous voulez me parler pas toi? Vous juste voulez me parler pas?
Oui, parce que c'est cette décision sortie. Avec nous en octobre. C'est moi créole, frère.
La moi héritage créole.
C'est ça même.
Ok. Ouais.
So, nous avons expliqué football là, frère. C'est pas tout clair nous parler anglais. Bon, le frappé. For a minute, I thought we were at cricket. All those appeals. So throw into Gozile. Comes across. Are they ready for it?
Khalil doing his defensive duties as well. Skips past.
Bit of crossing.
Poor delivery there.
Richard. Should have done better. He had time and space to put in a proper cross. Of tackling. Yeah, the scoreline remains the same, 4-3 in favor of Grosile. Eli, do you think we have another goal to see?
I don't know. The game is sort of petering out a little bit. Of course, difficult to keep up that level of intensity. And you've seen more errant passes happening by the minute. So I would probably suggest that we may just have seen the goals for this evening. But of course, we welcome another or two if it's on the cards, if the football gods say so.
They continue to battle, and you must praise SOUFRIERE as well. They continue to battle. I mean, a team who is in relegation will probably fall by now, but you're still in the balance that something can happen. You just never know. Again, you know how this game of football is. And SOUFRIERE has never stopped playing, despite the scoreline. They have just stayed within the contest and take the little chance that they have got. And now you're actually putting a lot of pressure on Grosile. But I might just be afraid for them a bit that they want to go gung-ho, and they might just pay the price if a goal given up, if not enough persons at the back to defend.
Yeah, well, I was told by a couple of the SOUFRIERE players that chemistry in the camp, the mood in the camp is a lot better than what obtained at the start of the season. I think you can see that fighting spirit. Yeah. Now 4-1 and now back in it with 4-3.
There is a counter-attack. Finally using every bit of his experience.
Good take there by Aaron. Good save by goalkeeper there. Tipping it onto the crossbar. Into the 90th minute now.
There's a corner now for Grosile. Back stick. No one there. I think we have had probably about 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Tempted to say enough time for SOUFRIERE to get an additional one, but it's also enough time for Grosile to get an additional one as well. 4 minutes additional time signaled by the fourth official.
Definitely a foul on Stanislas. referee
definitely.
assistant.
That wasn't a shoulder badge, that was a back badge.
Yeah. Referee Jolly on the spot.
And the instructions being given by Coach Francis Lastic, saying take it to the corner flag. Let's see.
And he want to secure his 3 points.
Didn't work out as planned.
And the instructions clearly was to keep it in the corner. Get it anywhere, get out anywhere now. New Zealand needs to milk the clock and get those 3 points. Take back up the road.
Into the third minute of a minimum of 4 to be added on.
And those times just want to get involved in something that doesn't belong to him. Mark.
Got that one all wrong. That might just be the end of it, critic.
It might just be, not enough time on the clock.
That's the end of it.
How important those 3 points were.
After a very exciting game, 4 goals to 3 in favor of GROS. A hat-trick by Jaleel Evans, Mekai Stanislas with the other. A brace coming on the boots of Jordan Henry and Jardel Phillip with the other consolation goal for SOUFRIERE. 4 goals to 3 is where it ends. Of course, for Tennis in Glasgow, Elijah Williams saying good night. You guys can join us tomorrow evening for the final fixture of the weekend as the home team Canaries. They take on Choiseul.
I'm here with the captain, Henry from SOUFRIERE. Henry, boy, let me tell you, I feel your pain. You're a hard worker. You've been on a good run. You've been scoring goals at will. But the team just not, pulling their weight, so to speak.
Well, I wouldn't say the team not pulling the weight. I feel like sometimes we too lackadaisical on the ball. We come from SOUFRIERE in a turf where it's flat, so we expect the ball to come a little smoother to us. So we tend to polish, and then sometimes the other team capitalizes on that.
But remember, you here in Canaries, a tight surface, little bumpy, small, not enough width and length, so you basically have to adapt your game. But you guys did pretty well to come back. But where is that fight? That fight always comes when you guys behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I feel like when you're down, you tend to push a little more, give a little more fight. And then in the end, we tried, but we just couldn't succeed.
Any positives you can take from this game going forward?
Shows that we can still score goals. We can still push the team to the end, because you could see they were kind of struggling towards the end.
All right, my brother, so I wish you all the best and hope that SOUFRIERE come off the relegation zone.
We will, for sure.
Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.
All right. I'm here with the skipper, Stanislas, for GROS. Stanislas, you guys were comfortable, always going your way, but you bit of struggle at the end.
Yeah, that's football. When you get opportunity, you have to convert them. If you don't convert them, that's the law of the football. Once you don't convert your chances, the opponent could fight back, and bite you back.
But did you enjoy the game despite the 4-3 scoreline? You as an individual, top player for GROS, national player as well. What did you take away from it?
The game was a decent game, to be honest. We went down 1 goal, and then we fight back to come back 2-1 in the first half, and then to score 2 more in the second half. But to concede those kind of sloppy goals, the team is not good at all.
But you're happy with the 3 points?
I'm happy with the 3 points.
All right, my brother. All the best.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of our stream here tonight at the Canaries playing field. We're going to be here tomorrow with 1 game where we'll see the home team, Canaries, the battle versus Swazel at 8 p.m.
Yeah. Why?